Caracas, capital of the country with the biggest oil reserves in the world. And yet, a city where people queue all day, hoping for bread, nappies, or baby milk. We had to film these scenes undercover. Journalists aren't welcome as Venezuela sinks deeper into economic chaos. Filming inside supermarkets is a crime. Here's why. Many of them are empty. The government is drowning in debt. Imports have dried up. Inflation is over 1,000%. The people suffering the most are the poor in the city's sprawling slums.
I'm in one of the jeeps which specializes in transporting people up and down the mountain. And the principle here in the slum is pretty straightforward. The higher up the hill you live, well, the poorer you are.
This barrio used to be a stronghold of the late Hugo Chávez's socialist revolution. Not anymore. People here are desperate, struggling to find food and to stay safe. Caracas has become the world's most dangerous capital city. I met a heavily armed kidnap gang, nervous young men barely out of childhood. As Venezuela's crisis deepens, political tension rises. This a voter registration drive by the opposition Justice First party.
Why don't they let us have elections? They just put obstacles and more obstacles and more obstacles. That's why we have to do all this is for. And many people that are here are poor too. And I wasn't poor, but now I'm poor.
There have been weeks of clashes between protesters and police since the socialist government tried to abolish the powers of the opposition-controlled National Assembly. Opposition leaders called it a coup against democracy, and they want President Nicolas Maduro out. The last time the street violence was this bad was 3 years ago. The leader of the anti-Maduro protests back then was Leopoldo Lopez, who was imprisoned for 14 years. I met Lopez's mother, a tireless campaigner for his release and for political change.
Something's going to happen. And it's not going to be only for Leopoldo's cause, it's for Venezuelans.
She took me to the military prison where her son is held.
Hola, Leo!
She yelled to him, he yelled back.
Look at them. Look at the guards.
Well, a jeep has just come out of the prison.
See, maybe they'll take your camera.
As we filmed, guards emerged from the prison. We managed to conceal the camera in our car, but our cover was blown. The next day, we were deported. The Venezuelan government doesn't want the world to see the mess it's in. Sackur, BBC News, Caracas.